Hello everybody. Today we are going to be looking at our tables. We're going to be doing the 8 times tables today. And I'd say the 8 times tables, but if you know 8 times, you also really know 8 divided by, because it's just the opposite. So while we're looking at multiplication today, which is times, we're also going to be thinking about divided by. And those of you in my class will remember this guy, and some of you in some of the other classes will too. So what we're going to do today is we're going to figure out which are the tables that we don't actually need to learn off at all. So I'm going to start us off with the first one. We know the first one on the list, don't we? Because it's 1. The first one. 1/8 is... Can I hear you? Remember, I can hear you through Seesaw. 1/8 is... Yeah, it's 8. And if I know that one, the other really easy one I know is this one at the end. 10/8. What is it? Can I hear you? Because we'll remember that whenever we multiply something by 10, what we do is we move it one place up the place value road, and then we just fill in the 0 as the placeholder. So 10/8 down here in my 10th place is 80. Okay, so I have my 1/8 is 8, 10/8 is 80. Now, let me try and think, which one do I know really easily? Well, let's look at our number 2 spot. What's double this? 2/8. Come on. I want to hear you shout it at the screen. Yeah. Double that is 16. So we have our first 8 is 8, and our second 8 is 16. Now, can we double this one? Double 16. If you can't do it straight away, double the 10 and then double the 6 and add them together. Double 16 is... Yeah, it's 32. Now, you have to tell me where this goes. Does it go here? No, of course it doesn't, because we have 2 of them, and now we've doubled that. So double 2 is 4. So my 32 goes, it's not my first, second, third, it's my fourth number 8. So I doubled my 2 8s to get 4 8s, which is 32. Okay, those ones are quite easy. Now, can you double this one for me? Double 32. This is actually quite an easy one to double, because double 3 is 6 and double 2 is 4. It's 64. Where does that one go though? No, absolutely not, does it? Because we had 1/8 and we doubled it to get 2, because 2 is double 1, which was 16, and then we doubled that to get 4 of them, because 4 is double 2, which is 32. So double 4 is 8, and double 32 is 64. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, so just using 1, 10 and a few doubles, I have filled in most of it. Let me see, how can I get this one in the middle? Any ideas? Well, the end is 10. So the middle, which is half of it, must be 5. So this one in the middle is half of this one at the end. So what's half of 80? Let me hear you. Yeah, it's 40. And so that goes now here in my number 5 place, because it's half of my 10 8s. It's 5 8s, it's 40. So I've got 1/8 is 8, 2 8s are 16. We haven't figured this one out. 4 8s are 32, 5 8s are 40, 8 8s are 64, and my 10 8s, like any of my 10s, it's just move it 1 along the place value and fill in 0 as a placeholder. So it's 80. Okay, very good. Now, let's see what ones can I figure out now. Well, I think you remember this one. We always say this is 3 and it's the key. Because 3 is the key to finding 6 and to finding 9. If I know my 3 one, I can double it to find 6 and I can triple it to find 9. So 3 is the key. How will I figure this out? Well, I could just add on 8 to 16. Or I could take away 8 from 32. Which one of those is going to be easier? That really depends on you, because either way we're coming across a 10 here, we'd be coming across the 20, and here we'd be coming across the 30 going backwards. So it's really up to you. For me, it would be this one. I would say I'm adding 8 on here, so I add 4, which brings me to 20, and my other 4 gives me 24. Now, so what's the key? 24. 24 is the key. 3, 1, 2, 3 is the key. So, if I know that one, we said it was the key to finding number 6, wasn't it? Because 6 is double 3. So what's double 24? Double your 2 10s. Double your 2 4s. 48. So my 48 goes there in my number 6 place. Excellent. Now, I said 3 was the key, because if I know 3, I can double it to get 6, and then I can triple it to get 9 down here. So, how can I triple it? I could do 3 20s, 60, 3 4s, 12, to make 72. Or I could just say plus 24 gives me 48 and plus another 24. So I could say 48 plus 20 is 68 and plus my extra 4 gives me 72. And that goes there in my 9 place. And we're left with this one. I forgot to ask you at the start which is the hardest one for you to remember. Everybody has a different answer to that, but for me, and I think for a lot of you, it's the 7. Trying to remember the times 7 is a bit difficult. Part of that is because 7 is a prime number, so it doesn't have lots of multiples. It's not something we see in patterns as much. So let's figure out how can we get 7. Quite simple, isn't it? We add 8 here, or we take away 8 there. Which one looks easier to you? I could add 2 on here to get to 50 and then add 6. Or here I could take away 4 to get to 60 and then take away the other 4. Either way, my answer is going to be 56. So we filled in our 10/8. Okay, so first off I want you to count with me. 8. I didn't hear you that time. Try it again. 8. 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. And let's count them in their places. It's my first one. 1 8 is 8. 2 8s, 16. 3 8s, 24. 4 8s, 32. 5 8s, 40. 6 8s. Didn't hear that one. 48. 7 8s. That's the one you had to remember for me because it's the difficult one. 56. 8 8s. 64. 9 8s. 72. And 10 8s are 80. Okay. I'm going to see which ones we can get rid of. The ones we know already. So, start off. Get rid of that. That's just 1 8. We know that one. And if I know 1 8, then I know 10/8 because it's just 8 with 0 filled in as a placeholder. So I get rid of that. What was my first one? It's not going to work if you don't say it. What was my first one? Okay. What was my 10th one? Okay. Now, and if I know that 10/8 are 80, 5 is half of 10, 40 is half of 80. So I know this one. If 10/8 are 80, then 5/8 are 40. So we can get rid of that one there. Now, we know our doubles. 2 of them, yes, 16. 4 of them, 32. Now let's just make sure you were paying attention. 1/8. Try again. 1/8. 10/8. 5/8. 2/8. 4/8. Okay, very good. So, I know that 1 is 8, 2 is 16, 4 is 32. So let's do this double again. 4 is 32, so double it. 8 is 64. So I have 1/8 is, double it, double that, 10/8, half it. Now you better be saying these along with me or else I'm just dancing around here in my living room making gestures at a camera. So I hope you're doing it. Yeah, so 5/8 is 40. If we know that our 10 is 80, then our 5 is 40. If we know that 1 is 8, then 2 is 16. 4 is 32. 8 is 64. Now, let's look at this one. What was this one? Number 3 is the key. It's 24. Is there another way you could have got that? You could have said 16 plus 8. You could have said 32, take away 8. So our key, 24. 3 is the key. What's the key? Now, so if I know 3, then double that is 6. So my 6th one, 3 of them was 24. Double it. 6 of them will be 48. So, let's have a look again. 1/8. Don't make me look like a mad person in my living room. 1/8. 2 of them. 3 is the key. What's double that? Very good. 10 of them. And then half it to get 5. If I know 2 is 16 and 4 is 32, then double that and 8 of them are, very good, 64. Now, I know that 3 is the key, and double that would be 6. Okay, so, oh sorry, I already did that one, didn't I? I know 3 is the key, and triple that would be 9, which is 72. Or I could just say, what's this one here? It's 80. 80 take away 8 makes 72. So we are nearly there. 1/8. Double it. What was the key? This was how much again? And double that to make 4. And double that to make 8. 10/8, I just put in 0 as a placeholder, so it's, and half of 10 makes 5, so half of 80 is, and the last one here, you were to remember this one for me because it's the hard one. 7/8 are 56. Let's go through that again. What was my hard one? 7/8 are 56. 1 8 is 8. Double that is 16. Double that to get me 4 of them is 32. Double that to get me 8 of them is 64. If 1 8 is 8, then 10 of them are 80. And half of that, 5 of them are 40. Well done. What was my really hard one? My number 7? It was 56. Here we had 3 was the key. What was that? 24. And double that to make 6. 48. And triple that to make 9. 72. Or I could have just said 80, take away 8. So let's see. Here's the test. Can you count these all by yourself? And if you can stop watching this video. But if you can't, you might need to go back and watch it again. So let's try it. 1 8 is 2 8s, 3 8s, 4 8s, 5 in the middle, 6 double the key, 7 is the tricky one, 8 double double double, 9 this one minus 8, and my last one, number 10, is, okay, I hope you got that. I'll do it with you one last time. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Brilliant. Okay, so we've gone through those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little job to do to help you remember these. So whenever I do these multiplications and we're kind of going, the first one is this and the second one is this and the third one is this, it always makes me think of that Christmas song, the 12 Days of Christmas. You might know that one, and it goes like this. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. And it goes on, and then we get to number 5 and we all go crazy and go, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. So what I'm going to get you to do is to write a little song or a little poem to explain your 8 times tables. Now, it's not going to be the 12 Days of Christmas for 2 reasons. 1, it's not Christmas. And 2, we only did 10 of them because there's only 10 spaces on the counting stick. So you could say it was the 10 days of my birthday. You could say it was the 10 days of Advent, Easter, Eid, Holly, Diwali, Hanukkah. You could just make something up. You could make up a totally fictional holiday, whatever you want. The one I would think of is, because we're dealing with the number 8, and the number 8 always makes me think of the Latin oct for octagon. So I would actually think October, because that kind of fits with the number 8, even though it's not actually the 8th month, which is a bit of a mystery that I'd like you to solve later in the week. Why do we say oct, 8, for October, even though it's the 10th month? Why do we say nov for November, which means 9, even though it's the 11th month? And why do we say dec for December? And that means 10, even though December is the 12th month. I wonder if you can find the answer to that, but that's for later in the week. So for today, I'm just going to give you an example. I'm going to pretend it's the 10 days of October. So, on the first day of October, my true love gave to me, and what was here? 8 bars of dairy milk. On the second day of October, my true love gave to me. And what was here? 16 Starburst sweets. On the third day of October, my true love gave to me. And what was here, number 3? 24 Maltesers. On the fourth day of October, my true love gave to me. What was number 4? 32 Tic Tacs. On the fifth day of October, my true love gave to me. And here you can go mad with it. And you can go, what was 5? 40 Dairy Milk Chocolates. Or something like that. Okay? It's up to you. You can decide what the holiday is. But you're to remember, on the first day, 8. Second day, 16. Third day, 24. Fourth day, 32. Fifth day, 40. Sixth day, 48. Seventh day, 56. Eighth day, 64. Ninth day, 72. And on the 10th day of October, your true love gave to you 80 lovely shiny euro, whatever you think yourself. Give that a try. You can write that in Seesaw, you can record yourself singing it, whatever you want, and send it back to me or to your teacher. Okay? Bye for now.